Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks so much for clicking on WDTV.com. I'm Kristen Keeling. It's Wednesday, May 22nd. Here's a look at some of your top stories. Well, it's nothing but heartache in Oklahoma for the people who had to stare death in the eye as that massive twister came barreling towards their homes. And tonight, the death toll remains at 24 people. 10 of them were children and 2 were infants. Officials said 6 adults are still missing, but it's unclear whether or not they haven't made contact with relatives or friends yet. According to CBS News, more than 300 people were treated at different area hospitals. That tornado is being classified as an EF5. That's the highest and most violent rating. And some scientists even said it had the power of atomic bombs. But despite the massive amounts of destruction, officials said people are showing just how strong they can be for each other.
You also see amongst the rubble and amongst the devastation, families huddled together, pulling things out of the rubble, smiling the best they can.
National Guard members are using thermal imaging technology to look for anyone who may still be trapped or any remaining bodies. Well, local 911 dispatcher is joining the relief efforts, packing up a U-Haul and driving down to the worst hit areas in Oklahoma herself. Chris Foster of Braxton County is collecting items to take down to Oklahoma to those who lost everything. She'll be joined by her best friend and when she goes down there at the end of June.
Because right now, they have tons of people, but everybody's life has to go on. So as people start to leave, that's when we hope to come in. It's amazing. I put a Facebook message on this morning and my phone and Facebook has gone crazy. Everyone has called and asked, how can we help? What can we do? It is amazing the support that's coming through.
They're asking for toiletries, animal supplies, and non-perishable foods. They'll have a trailer outside the courthouse until they leave where you can drop off those items. You can also make a donation at the Premier Bank that's in Philippi. The account there is Braxton County Relief for Oklahoma. Well, police say a man was stabbed in the stomach a few days ago in Braxton County, but they say they nabbed the man who did it. They said Justin Campbell and the victim apparently got into a fight on Friday. The victim supposedly tried to leave, but Campbell said he was going to, quote, cut his guts out. And then he allegedly stabbed the victim in his right rib cage, causing his lung to collapse. Well, local authorities still haven't found the suspect responsible for 4 robberies in our area. The Quietdale Sports Grill was hit just a couple of nights ago, and the Harrison County Sheriff said they still don't know if all the cases are connected. Sheriff's deputies said an armed man walked into that restaurant around 9:30 on Monday night. Next, he handed over a note to an employee, demanded some money, then took off. He had dark hair and glasses and was wearing a dark jacket, khaki shorts, and tennis shoes. Witnesses said he was driving a silver 4-door passenger car with damage to the right rear bumper. Well, firefighters still don't know what caused an abandoned home to burn to the ground last night, but they're saying it's suspicious. Crews were called to the home on Locust Street in Salem just after midnight, and they say the home was covered in flames by the time they got there. Nobody was living in the house, so luckily no one was injured. Well, that's what's making headlines this evening. Of course, be sure to tune in to Fox 10 at 10 and 5 News at 11 for all your latest headlines and weather updates. Until then, have a great night.